In today's video, we're going to be talking about Stephon Castle, the guard out of UConn, drafted 4th overall by the Spurs. But before we get into the video, make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below what you think Stephon Castle's ceiling is in the NBA. To start off the video, we're going to talk about Stephon Castle's awards. He was a 5-star prospect coming out of high school, ultimately chose to go to UConn, was the Big East Rookie of the Year, NCAA All-Tournament team, and obviously was a part of the national championship UConn Huskies. He stands around 6'6" while weighing around 210, has a 6'9" wingspan, and he averaged 27 minutes per game, 11 points per game, shot 47% from the field, 27 from 3 on 2.2 3-point attempts per game. Also averaged 4.7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, half a block, 1.5 turnovers per game, and 75% from the line. Also, to keep track, he did shoot 32% from 3 in Big East play. Just shows he got more comfortable as the year went on. But let's start off with Stephon Castle's playmaking, the part of his game that he wasn't really able to show at UConn. Showed it a lot more on the high school level. In my opinion, he has a good feel when playmaking, controls the tempo, and he really plays at his own pace when you watch him play. Personally, I think Stephon Castle will be a really good playmaker in the pick and roll. Wasn't able to showcase that at UConn this past season, but was able to showcase it in high school and did a pretty good job of it. Now on to the shooting side of Stephon Castle's game. In my opinion, this is one of scouts' biggest concerns with him. Obviously, he still went top 5 due to other stuff, but you're banking on him improving and later down the line becoming a 3-point shooter that people have to respect. One of the takeaways I found from watching Stephon Castle is that he can get hot and can catch fire. But unfortunately, he's never really been efficient from there. But one of the bright sides of Stephon Castle's season at UConn was he shot the ball better as the year went on. He actually became somewhat of a really good free throw shooter in the second half of the season. On the finishing aspect of Castle's game, he plays with very good body control and footwork when driving to the basket, and he's able to overpower defenders with his size and strength. He also has really good touch around the rim, whether that be floaters or layups. And overall, he's a really good finisher at the rim with both hands. Castle is able to use his 6'6" frame with the 6'9" wingspan to really frustrate and make it really hard for smaller guards. But also he's able to use the strength and quickness to be able to guard bigger players. Overall, Stephon Castle is one of the best defensive players in this draft class. Now for the player comps for Stephon Castle, in my opinion, it's really hard to find just a one player comp for him. There's a lot of guys that he's similar to, but the best I could come up with is a bigger Drew Holiday. And that might sound crazy, but if Stephon Castle can improve his shot to be a 38% 3-point shooter, I think he can be kind of how Drew Holiday was on the Pelicans. But I also see some shades of Marcus Smart. But for the floor for Stephon Castle, in my opinion, I see DeLon Wright and a little bit of Isaac Okoro. That's still a solid role player in the league, but it isn't the, one-time or two-time All-Star as in Drew Holiday. Overall, Stephon Castle was one of my favorite prospects in the NBA draft due to his versatility on the defensive end, but also just being a really good defender, and the potential is really enticing when you think about him being able to shoot the ball and play make for others, which he showed in spurts in college and high school. I think this was a really good pick for the Spurs as well, as you get a point of attack defender and a guy that will be able to learn under Chris Paul and grow with Wemby. But that's all I got on today's video. Thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. And now, enjoy the highlights.
A gap open when you thought maybe you had a clear lane. Are they a machine?
Stayed out of the way. Castle. Drives. Defense. Castle.
to play real-time situations, which will help them ultimately.
For UConn, backup point guard. Castle looking for his offense now. Spinning inside, pushes off. Here comes Newton. Stephon. Newton with a rebound. The kick. Castle. Got it. 8 to shoot. Stephon sets his puppies. And a shot into the final shot.
Exactly.
The game. Castle.
Everything in my mind that I was thinking,
What?
if he makes this shot, I gotta hear times.
Pretty good job getting him a little away. Nice aid. So what, 13 to 14? Versatile player, brings a lot of toughness. Castle probing.
Newton down the lane on the kick. And 2 assists. The handoff.
Castle, but they don't see it.
Castle, 5 to shoot over Kalkbrenner.
Oh, don't leave the ball. That's a great find by Castle into the corner of the end. Normal operation. A little tight ball screen here. Nice pocket pass.
Another one.
And the return to Cinder. Look at that. In the lane.
Look up and hit Letland for that transition basket.
Spencer.
Season for you, Bacon, strong move, but that might have been Castle who got.
And Felder ahead of the pack, right to the
13 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. For Tristan Newton.
Defensive time by Xavier.
numbers. Green rejected.
Level of defense is breathtaking.
And Diarra's doing a good job on Jones. I'm letting him get touches.